Today's Sunshine Note is titled, "The Devil Made Me Do It." Once again, the anger of the Lord burned against Israel, and he caused David to harm them by taking a census. "Go and count the people of Israel and Judah," the Lord told him. But after he had taken the census, David's conscience began to bother him, and he said to the Lord, "I have sinned greatly by taking this census. Please forgive me, my Lord, for doing this foolish thing." 2 Samuel chapter 24 verses 1 through 10. Sometimes the Bible can seem a little confusing when it comes to who God really is. In this story, God tells David to count his soldiers, something that the law forbade, and then gets mad at David for counting his soldiers. David feels guilty for counting the soldiers even though God is the one who told him to do it. That's like your mom asking you to steal cookies from the cookie jar. So you steal the cookies. Then your mom punishes you for stealing the cookies she had told you to steal. And on top of it all, you feel guilty for doing what your mom told you to do. Make sense? To clear up the confusion, I would like to pose a theory that I mentioned briefly once before. It seems that many of the Old Testament writers did not have a clue that the devil existed. In fact, he is mentioned only a few times in the Old Testament. So in the Old Testament, God gets all the credit for the good things that happen, and he gets all the blame for all the bad things that happen. Take a look at the same story in a book written many years after 2 Samuel. Satan rose up against Israel and incited David to take a census of Israel. So David said to Joab and the commanders of the troops, "Go and count the Israelites from Beersheba to Dan. Then report back to me so that I may know how many there are." 1 Chronicles chapter 21 verses 1 and 2. See the difference? The same story, only this time the author of the story knows who Satan is. One of the fundamental reasons that Jesus came to earth was to show us the Father. He needed to do this because human beings have had a muddled view of God from the beginning. Let us always remember that every good and perfect gift is from above, from the Father, and that Satan is the author of sin, death, lying, and suffering. God is love, and Jesus came to show us the Father. In fact, Jesus said, "If you have seen me, you have seen the Father." Once again, the anger of the Lord burned against Israel, and he caused David to harm them by taking a census. "Go and count the people of Israel and Judah," the Lord told him. But after he had taken the census, David's conscience began to bother him, and he said to the Lord, "I have sinned greatly by taking this census. Please forgive me, my Lord, for doing this foolish thing." 2 Samuel chapter 24 verses 1 through 10. May God bless you today.